Subscribe this channel, hit the bell icon. Hello all my dear students, it's Hseb Suraj once again for you to help. Today I have brought the perfect way of writing personal letter in board examination. I would like to present you the format of personal letter and the way of writing it. Here in this video, we will discuss about different important parts of personal letter. I would like to request all of you to copy this personal letter related with COVID-19 coronavirus and also its format into your copies. While writing a personal letter, one needs to write in a new page using fine handwriting with proper management of paragraphs. Now presenting personal letter writing related with coronavirus or COVID-19. Important letter writing for C board and HCV NAB board grade 11 and 12. This is important question related with personal letter. Write a letter to your pen friend relating him or her about the impact of coronavirus in your country. This question is quite important for grade 10, 11 and 12, both for C and NAB students. Now, different important parts of personal letter. Number first, the address of the sender. This part is also called heading. This part should be written on the right hand side at the top of the page. Here in this portion, you have to write your full address. For example, Tikkanpur 6, your place and ward number. TSRM, your municipality's name. Sindipalchok, your district's name. Nepal, country's name. Here in this heading, you have to write your full address. But if you are asked to write XYZ in place of address in your question, you'll have to write XYZ only in place of address in your answer. Next important part of personal letter is the date. The date is next important part of heading. It is just written below the address. For example, Tikkanpur 6, your place and ward number. TSRM, your municipality's name. Sindipalchok, your district's name. Nepal, your country's name. After that, the date 02/03/2020. In case of writing XYZ only in place of your full address, you have to write XYZ. Just below this XYZ, you have to mention date 02/03/2020. Third important part of personal letter is the salutation. This part is written just 2 lines down from heading. It is started from left side. For example, Dear Bob, sweet remembrance. Dear John, sweet remembrance. Dear Father, a lot of love. Dear XYZ, missing a lot. Now, fourth important part of personal letter is body part of the letter. This part is considered as the most important part of the letter. Students must be very much careful about this part because this part is called main part. They should use simple language to present this part. This part must be pleasant to read. This part should be written in correct grammatical form. Here in this part, students should write from introduction to conclusion. Here in this part, students should write more than 3 paragraphs or less than 6 paragraphs. Now, fifth important part of personal letter is the subscription or closing. This part is written at last on the left bottom side. For example, with love, yours, affectionately yours, etc. Next important part of personal letter is the signature. This part is written at the last on the left bottom side. It is written just down the subscription. Here in the signature part, you have to write your name. For example, with love, subscription, your name, signature. Yours, subscription, your name, signature. Affectionately yours, subscription, your name, signature. Now presenting full format of personal letter for you. Number first, heading. This part should be written on the right hand side at the top of the page. This part includes full address of the sender plus date. Next important part is greeting, which is also called the salutation. This part should be written on the left hand side just below the heading. Third important part of personal letter is the body part. This part is considered as the main part of the letter. This part should be written with proper management of paragraphs. You can include 3 to 6 paragraphs here in this part. The final important parts are closing and the signature. Now presenting answer of the question. Personal letters related question, the impact of coronavirus in your country. I would like to request all my dear students to copy all these important parts of personal letter related with coronavirus into your copies for your better understanding. Apart from this personal letter, you can even use the information related with coronavirus in your essay writing in your examination. Now start your answer with full address including date or XYZ including date on the right top of your page. You have to write your full address or XYZ according to the requirement of your question. For full address, you have to write your place, Dekanpur, ward number 6, TSRM, your municipality's name, Sindipalchok, your district's name, Nepal, your country's name, and finally the date 02/03/2020 or XYZ and date 02/03/2020. Start writing the salutation or greeting just below 1 or 2 lines the heading. It is started from left side. For example, Dear Rajan, sweet remembrance. Now start writing the main body part, first paragraph. I'm too glad to receive your letter this morning. I'm feeling quite good to know about your progress over there. I'm fine here. I hope that you are also fine there. I really felt happy to read your letter this morning. Now I'm going to write you about the impact of COVID 19 or coronavirus in our country in this letter. Next important body part, second paragraph. From this paragraph, you can even use the information for your essay writing too. COVID 19 coronavirus is one of the biggest threats of 21st century. The entire world has been in its threat. As we know, this virus was initially detected in Wuhan, a city of China. Later on, it became pandemic. Now, body part, third paragraph. In the present time, the impact of this virus is seen in most of the countries of this world. Thousands of people are infected due to this fatal disease. More than that, people were killed due to the lack of proper medication. Most of the countries have announced this period as crucial period and launched curfews in various cities. Scientists as well as doctors are trying their best to find out its proper medication. They are serving their best 24 hours to save the people. The people in this world are in panic state. They are taking precautions and applying safety measures in their lives against coronavirus. Here in this paragraph, you have to fill up the authentic data of killed people due to coronavirus. Now, body part, fourth paragraph. In the context of our country, Nepal, the impact of corona is also seen among people. A kind of fear over people's mind. There are few cases of this virus seen in Nepal. People are applying safety measures here too. People are too much concerned about their hygienic way of life. People are seen using masks everywhere. People have completely avoided any kind of careless physical touch over here. The people of medical sectors are serving their best for the welfare of humanity. Our government is also doing its best through providing awareness messages to all the citizens of the country. Body part, fifth paragraph. Our government has launched some of the precautions for its citizens related with hygienic lifestyle against COVID 19. Some of the precautions are as follows. Number 1. Try to stay away from crowded places. Number 2. Try to spend most of the time in house. Number 3. Avoid physical contacts like shaking hands, hugging, etc. Number 4. Social gathering must be avoided. Number 5. Use tissue papers or handkerchiefs while sneezing. Number 6. Be careful in the matter of being outside of the house. Number 7. The tasks related with personal hygiene should be done time and again. Number 8. Try to be away from fearful rumors. Number 9. In case of symptoms like continuous coughing, high fever, and severe throat pain, one should move to hospital for his or her health checkup. Now, body part 6 paragraph. Thus, the people of Nepal are much concerned about their hygienic life. I also think that applying safety measures is the best way to live fearless and healthy life. Safety is all in our hands. Ending body part. Now I'm going to stop my pen. I have to do my urgent work. More discussion will be in our next letter. Okay, bye bye. Take care. Now, final two important parts of personal letter, the subscription or closing and signature. This part should be written on the left bottom side of your page. Here, affectionately used is the subscription or closing. Your name or XYZ is the signature. It's my deep request to all my dear students to learn or memorize this format of personal letter. To write any kind of personal letter, this format is quite important for all of you. Memorize it and apply it in any kind of personal letters in your life. First, you have to write your full address on the right top of your page. For example, Bhim.6 MNNP, municipality's name, Mahendranagar, Kanchanpur, Nepal, and date 02/03/2020. After that, on the left hand side, salutation. Dear Raj, sweet remembrance. Now, number third, the body part. I'm so glad to receive your letter this morning. I'm feeling so happy to know about your achievements in foreign land. I'm fine here and also hoping for your fine health. Now I'm going to write you about dash 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 in this letter. Here in this blank, you have to fill up the main topic of your question. Next, in the main body part, you have to write about your question's topic. You have to write here between 3 to 6 paragraphs. At the end of body part, you have to write, now I'm going to stop my pen. I'm getting late for my office. More discussion will be in our meeting. Okay, bye bye. Take care. Finally, you have to end your letter with the subscription and your signature. Learn or memorize this format to secure good marks in your examination. Thank you very much.